Hi guys, my name is Borrodante. Let's paint SCP-070. So, we're finally back to SCP. Even though we're not done with Eat Your Rats Jeremy composition, we'll probably get back to it soon enough, but I decided to start SCPs sooner just because I wanted to make it a constant series. Just because after a little break from them, I feel like I really crave to paint more SCPs now, so we're gonna be doing that. Also, I'm pretty sure that many of you guys are really happy about this because recently one of my videos about SCP-073, I believe, it became kind of viral, or I don't know, the link to the video appeared somewhere in the SCP community, so quite a few people came to the channel and everyone wants more SCP, so let's do that. SCP-070 is to be kept within a 10 meter by 10 meter reinforced concrete room that is to be guarded and remotely monitored at all times. This room must always be well stocked with non-perishable food and water, as well as basic amenities for humanoid SCPs. Security personnel assigned to SCP-070 are to carry sticky foam guns in addition to standard armaments. Okay, let's jump to the description. SCP-070 appears to be a human male of Native American descent with a normal appearance save for a pair of rusty metal wings emerging from his back. Each wing is composed of several flat iron bars about 6 centimeters wide, connected end-to-end by rotating rivets to form an articulated length of metal over 2 meters long. Hanging from these bars are chains of various lengths, 22 on each wing, each tipped with a barbed arrowhead. SCP-070 appears to have no other anomalous properties besides these wings. The wings of SCP-070 appear to act independently of the person they are attached to, and 70 has stated repeatedly that it has no control over them. However, when damage has been done to the wings, 070 has shown signs of physiological distress, including sweating, reduced blood flow to face, and screaming in pain. The wings have been observed to fold and expand, shoot out and whip its chains at high speed, and anchor its arrowheads into concrete, wood, and like materials. While 070 has not displayed any overt hostility to personnel, it will often react violently to perceived threats by lashing its chains out at assailants, and wrapping its chains around its body in a defensive posture. The most effective means of subdual has been proven to be sticky foam, which can reliably ensnare 070's chains from a safe distance. Despite their rusted appearance, the wings and chains of 070 are as strong as high-quality alloy steel. However, they are also as dense as steel, and 070 cannot move about as a normal human due to the weight of its wings. As yet, 070 has been unable or unwilling to use its wings to facilitate human locomotion. 070 spends much of its time anchored to the walls and ceiling of its containment cell, usually sedated. Incident 071. At 3:36, 070 breached containment. Security personnel were advised that SCP-070 appeared to be asleep and were ordered to not engage 070 and to keep others away. By lashing and anchoring chains into the walls and ceiling in front of it, 070 was able to carry itself, still apparently asleep, through sight whatever. 070 broke into the food stores of Canteen 4 and proceeded to gorge itself on the available food and water. Almost 19 minutes later, apparently sated, 070 returned to its containment room. At no time did SCP-070 appear to wake up. 070 claimed no knowledge of the event afterwards. Now, I've heard all kinds of excuses about people ruining their diet, but this is something else. Addendum 072. Personal background. Interviews have revealed that 070 is named blah blah and is capable of reciting the correct social security number for a US citizen of the same name and age. 070 claims to be a member of the Kiowa tribe and data expunged. 070 claims to not know how the wings came to be, only remembering waking up in a scrapyard with them after taking a lot of peyote the night before. What's peyote? Okay, seems like some sort of a drug extract from this kind of... Yep, the trip from peyote. Okay. Probably Native American fun thing. That's my personal Ukrainian conclusion about that. Okay, so we have quite a few details to make sure we don't forget, but let me also go through some containment rules that I skipped. Okay, so a couple things I'm not sure about is it says the concrete room should be 10 meter by 10 meter. That's the floor, right? What about the height of the ceiling? This guy has wings. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. The point is, I think it's gonna be really cool to show the scene from Addendum 071 where he breached and ate food from some kind of containment facility next to his place. So that will look kind of awesome. And also we'll add some guards carefully looking at him and not really doing anything, as advised. So yeah, I think let's go ahead and do this scene. It's gonna be kind of like a nighttime scene. It was 3:36, I assume that's AM. So he's sleeping, hanging on his wings. I'm gonna make sure to make the right thing. Like, I assume they kind of like strike into the walls all the time. He doesn't really fly with them. It's gonna look kind of cool, considering there's so many of these chains gonna be all over the place. But yeah, without further ado, let's start. So the composition is probably gonna be vertical, to make sure the guy himself is kind of at the top half, and at the bottom half there will be some kind of action with the guards. Also to kind of emphasize the fact that he is somewhere on top, to show the height, I don't know. Not too vertical, a little bit vertical. I don't like going too stretched on the proportions. 4x5k I think is gonna be pretty good. Okay, so I read into everything again. So the point is, the whole wing is basically one metal stick combined of several smaller bars connected with whatever, like a bolt, rotating rivets. And from each bar there is a chain with a harpoon-like arrow at the end. And they are somehow folded and somehow connected to these bars. It's not specified here how exactly it goes. So basically from his back there goes two sticks like that, with a bunch of arrows hanging on different lengths of the chains. Also sometimes chains wrap around him to protect him. Maybe we can add a little bit of that action as well to the whole composition, because there is a lot of chains and not all of them are gonna just hang down. And just to show the ability to protect himself like that. But not too much, I don't want to wrap him around completely. It doesn't say anything about what he's wearing. I guess some kind of pants will be good. And bare torso. Yeah, now I know what to paint. So far I'm just marking in spots, trying to figure out the angle of the camera. It's gonna be looking upwards. This is probably like about 3 levels of big containers with food and all kinds of different supplies somewhere in the storage facility of SCP. So not too tall, because I don't know, it's gonna be like a big hangar, so it's not really outside, or maybe half outside or something. I just really want it to look like it's actually at night. It's probably outside, somewhere where trucks and lifting cranes and whatnot put these containers around, so it should be outside, right? Yeah, probably like this, 3 rows and black sky all over the place. So yeah, I'm gonna shut up for a while and make sure I do everything right. I will be searching for a little while and then I'll tell you what I did. Let's start. Okay, so I'm pretty much enjoying what I have here so far. I'm actually so excited I got a haircut. So yeah, it seems like the whole thing is turning out pretty awesome. I hope I haven't messed up the geometry of the containers too much. I'll double check it now. But generally, at this point, I'll probably drop some extra details to the containers, and then I'll leave it as is for you guys to comment on to make sure that I didn't do some stupid mistake about this SCP or something. So yeah, let's put a little bit more details on the environment, and then this will be it for this episode, so get those comments ready. Also, in the next episode, we'll look up the references of the agents of SCP from the video game, I guess. That would be the best option to look at. So it wouldn't look like a generic SWAT uniform, which is something I did before, and some people said it's not exactly the right way to go about this. So we'll see. I don't know, for now it's not very defined and it doesn't really crave for more definition. Generally as is, but I don't know, maybe we'll add something on top. But for now, let's do the containers. Also, it kinda seems weird about the location, like, it could be under the clear sky, or it could be indoors really, just a dark ceiling. So that's interesting. Moving on. Okay, I think we're done with this for today. You guys tell me if I need to add anything else and change something, if we actually need to elaborate into this, or should we move on to the different SCP? Because I'm pretty satisfied with what it is right now. For now, I kind of like it as it is. I kind of like the brushstroke, and the mood is definitely awesome. But for now, this was SCP-070. And I thank you for watching if you did. I guess I did if you're here. Leave a like and subscribe. Tell a friend. Feed your SCPs well. Do whatever you want. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. By the way, if you want to download the results, you can do that on my Patreon page.